really quick tutorial, and I just got this request from like a friend of mine, and this is just something like really easy. She asked how I could like, if I could like make a tutorial on how to make like mini sketchbooks, like small sketchbooks that you can like take on the go. And this is how I make mine. My old mini sketchbook is already gone and already been used. So right now I'm going to be using 300 GSM watercolor paper that a friend of mine sent me, and I'm really in love with this paper, and I've used like half of it already. But what you're going to want to do is, like, you grab your ruler and then you just get get your preferred size of the paper. Like, I prefer mine to be around like 4 inches wide at least. So I'm like gonna make something like a screen cap redraw or just a small thing. So get that and like trace that. Get your paper cutter or however you want to cut your stuff, and then just keep on copying the same size and until you get like complete pages. Okay, so now I have my set of watercolor papers, and as you can see I have like four of the 300 GSM papers, and I actually took 2 sheets of my 250 GSM papers, and I'm going to be using these to make the actual sketchbook. So now what you'd want to do is grab something that you can use for the cover of this, and for me I'm just going to be using a type of paper, a type of cardstock that you can usually see this as recyclable paper. You can see it in paper bags or whatnot, but it's a really good cover to use. So what I'm gonna do is get my sheets and measure it on how big this paper is. Once I get that measurement, I'm going to draw the edges out and cut. And cut it out with a pair of scissors. Only one side first though. Cut one side with scissors. Once that's cut, you're going to want to fold this in and make sure that lines up properly. Once you fold that in, now it's time to trace it again and cut out this side now. So basically what you're trying to do is an over and under cover of this thing. There. Now, this is the part where you can actually cut it so that you can get the perfect size for both papers. There's a little bit excess. It's probably my fault. But just cut it out to size. Cut it down to size and once that's done, I get my papers and I get this. I measure about ½ inch on the papers so that I know where I am going to be putting my pins, or where I'm going to be sewing them. So I put this marker here along here as well, and repeat that for all the pages. Okay, once that's done, I have repeated it in all of the papers now, and I'm going to get my ruler again, and I'll be measuring about an inch from the top and making a dot. And an inch from the bottom, making a dot here. There. And with that guide, I will be doing that to all of the papers and using that as the cover, using that as a seal. So yeah. Okay, so once you've made dot marks on all of the pages, you're gonna want to grab a pin. Just grab a pin from anywhere, honestly, and use that to poke a hole onto these papers, like so. After all the holes had been punched, you're going to want to take a big needle, a thick needle, and get some yarn or crochet yarn onto it, tying a knot at the end, and starting to sew it in a pattern like this. Is we're going to take this and take this, that goes out this space again, so everything is binded. What you're going to do is you're going to switch back. So you're going to switch to this hole now and do the same thing with each page. Then going out, under, over, back in. This time, going into this hoop, only at the first page, folding, and tying a knot here. that is how to easily make your own small pocket-sized watercolor sketchbook.